Good morning, my people, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and motivated son. I am the diaspora machismo, my people. It has been another beautiful day for protests, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you, the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's faith. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American, my people? It has been another beautiful day for protests. I do not have anything particular important to bring to your attention as it relates to my protests. And as you know, when I have finished protesting and when I have brought you an update as to what transpired while I protested, it is always my pleasure and my delight to bring you something from the word of the Most High God. My people, on Wednesday and Friday, I dealt with let the dead bury the dead. Words that was uttered by the Son of the Most High God in Luke chapter 9, verse 60. And in bringing greater clarification for what the Son of the Most High God meant when he said, let the dead bury the dead, I bring you an example of something that happened in St. Vincent and the Grenadines back in the 1970s and early 80s. I showed you how Ralph Gonsalves, a Caucasian who was accepted in a predominantly black group, used his body as a tool and his butt as a vagina and entice Israelite men and women into getting involved in homosexuality, and he made them his slaves. Ralph Gonsalves was instrumental in destroying all of these young, black, intelligent men, Israelite men. For their trust, they got enslavement from Ralph Gonsalves. I mentioned Casper Landon, a man who have long been deceased. Casper Landon, a black, strong man from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, from Bottom Tongue. They later moved to Calico. When Casper Landon trusted Ralph Gonsalves and Ralph Gonsalves induced him into homosexuality, you know what he got? He got enslavement. And he spent the rest of his life writing articles in the newspaper to prop up a man who was of the race that he hated. That was the punishment of Casper Landon for selling his soul to the devil and making Ralph Gonsalves his masters and the Satans his God. I told you that in the 70s, Ralph Gonsalves was wanted by the Barbadian police authority. It was Bones Bonady who saved Ralph Gonsalves from being arrested, charged, tried, convicted, and being in prison for the rape of a professor of the Cave Hill campus of the University of the West Indies. And for Bones Bonady, good deed to Ralph Gonsalves, do you know what he got? He got to be Ralph Gonsalves' slaves, and now every day he is forced to go on the radio in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and deceive the people who he dedicated his life to as a trade unionist into honoring, acknowledging, and voting for Ralph Gonsalves to manage our resources. That is some kind of reward. And Jomo Thomas, who is a slave, will always be remembered for losing the COVID-19 mandate case, a case he should have won, but he could not have won it because he is Ralph Gonsalves' slaves, and he had to present a mediocre presentation in that case to ensure that Ralph Gonsalves won And he disenfranchised the men and women of St. Vincent and the Grenadines who depended on him. Ralph Gonsalves did not stop at the destruction of Ulimo and the United People's Movement. He destroyed all of those young men in French's, where he moved and later lived for many years. He destroyed most of the young men in Paul's Avenue, where he operated his business in the Methodist Church building next door. There is so many things that I know. I don't speak about them. I don't have reason to speak about them. And I let them lie. But they don't leave my head. My people, this kind of practice is not reserved for Ralph Gonsalves only. It is a white thing. It is a white thing. Do you think Sean P. Combs became what he was because that is what he was? No. He was a greedy young man, and he offered himself on the altar of homosexual sacrifice to make it in the music business. And like the members of Ulimo, all it took was one homosexual encounter, and P. Diddy was set on a course to destroy people of his community by luring them into homosexuality, rape, and abortion. No matter who you are, whether you are in the United States or Europe, the white man never ever allow you to become successful at playing his game unless you are his slave. And once you are his slave, he allows you to go and destroy your own people. That is why the Most High God said in Malachi chapter 1 verse 2 to 4, I will hate the Caucasians and I will hate the Caucasians forever. Because he knew the Caucasians are the children of Satan. He knew what they give and what they were going to do to his children in the future. He declared his hate for them so that we can take warning, observe the warning of the Most High God, and stay away from them. But our greed causes us to rush to them, and our ignorance causes us to become ensnared by them. The only nation on earth the Most High God declared his hate for is the Caucasians nation. In other words, the Most High God loved every nation on earth except the Caucasians nation. But there is a special place in the Most High God's heart for the Israelites, our people, the descendants of the slaves. Listen to me. The Most High God says he loved Egypt and Ethiopia is his people. But guess what? The Most High God said to the Israelites, I am going to fight your battle. Exodus 14:14. He was speaking about two and about our foreparents. And he fought our battle against the Egyptian who he said he loved, who are his people. The Most High God loved the African, but he will fight the Israelite battle against the African. The Most High God loved the Indians, the Chinese, the Asians, the Polynesians, but he will fight our battle against all of them any day of the week. He loves us so much that he calls us his own. So don't you think why the Most High put that he will hate the Caucasians, he will hate the Caucasians forever in the scriptures? It's for warning of our people. But when we reject the Most High God's warning, he is unable to protect us against our will. He is not a dictator. If you don't want his protection, he will not give you his protection. As I said, like Ralph Gonsalves did not give Noel Jackson, Bones Bonady, Casper Landon, Jomo Thomas, or all of those people a free ride. They had to work for every benefit they get, even though they were responsible for putting him in the position that he currently is. The white man never give anyone a free ride. Anytime you hear a person is celebrated in this America, the first black senator, the first black this, the first black that, the first black this, the great that, is because they have sold their soul to the white man. They have sold their soul to the devil. They have made the white man their masters and the Satans their gods. And they are given pomp and circumstances. But they are sent out to deceive their own and to bring their own into the same condition that they now experience. They don't give you anything for anything. If you want their money, you have to give them the soul. If you want their job, you have to give them your soul. Anything that they have and you want it, you have to trade your soul for it. They don't pity anyone. In Deuteronomy chapter 28, you know what it says there? I will bring a nation against you who do not have sympathy for the old or pity the young. That nation that the Most High God spoke to Moses about was the Caucasians nation. My name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the diaspora machismo. Let that sink in until I see you on Wednesday.